Oh, it ruins?
Oh,
I blew it. You blew it. All right, Pot of Gold. Welcome back. I'm Brett. I'm here with Mike Grant, the intern behind the glass, running. Only I don't know. It looks calm over there. There's only 2 monitors, 700 wires, 1 bottle of whiskey. I feel like we're doing good.
something does look different.
It does look different. There's something going on over there.
You got a haircut.
I did.
Mm-hmm.
Got my ears lowered.
And I finally dipped my toes into the Croc scene.
dip my toes into the sand.
I love it.
What are your thoughts on the Crocs?
No, I love Crocs.
The color.
I had a pair of Crocs. This is such a stupid way to start the podcast,
No,
but we're
it's
waiting for
good.
people to
It's
get
good.
in the
No
live
one's
stream.
here.
I'd like stole a pair of Crocs from my dad that were like original Crocs. And these were the most like molded, broken in. I've had them for like 12 years. Like
Yeah.
the original Crocs. Most comfortable things ever. I left them outside. Like I've stepped in ants. So like I hosed my feet, left the Crocs outside and like moved on.
Because you can.
And the sun like melted them kind of. And they
Oh.
changed the mold of them. I had to throw them away. It was like the saddest thing ever.
Oh, that's tough.
They don't feel right. They didn't feel right. So I've almost bought a new pair like 100 times in the last 6 months and haven't pulled the trigger.
I've been anti-Croc.
Those look too clean though.
I think it's a style. Like, I don't think you're supposed to go working in them outside with ants.
Does your wife approve when you bought? Like, she wanted you to have those, or like, did she care?
Um,
That's always been a thing.
always has cared until recently.
It's like we're back in Louisiana.
Over the
Crocs
last-
are
Over the last few weeks to a month, it's
keep smoking those meats outside. Throw your Crocs
Yeah.
on, Mikey.
like get as crocky as you can do. The problem with the Crocs, though, that I'm finding out, unfortunately, the sock move that like I yell at people while I'm in my car when I see
so ideal.
when I see kids walking in Crocs and socks, I'm like, grow up.
It's perfect.
It's the
so
best.
comfortable.
It's the best.
That's all I. So the on
Your
the
socks
screen
don't
here,
get sweaty, but you get the
Nothing.
comfort of the sock.
These leather ones here.
We can't do that.
No,
No.
that's the ones I have.
Is it?
You've never? I wore them the other day.
It looks like a Norwegian elf or something.
No, these are the ones. They're just way more
Like
classier.
clogs.
Yeah, they're classier, dressier. that are warmer in the winter. Yeah, these are the best.
I bet they're so comfortable.
Dude, these are the most comfortable. This is my second pair I've had.
All right, let's start the show. 3, 2, 1. Pot of Gold. Welcome back. I'm Brett. I'm here
Speaking
with
of
Mike.
comfortable, we were very uncomfortable against La Tech.
Uncomfortable.
Uncomfortable.
What a disgusting game.
Uncomfortable, rat poison,
Everyone ate the cheese this week.
a lot of cheese eaten. I think our coaches ate the cheese.
And I feel like I did a really shitty job of it last week, but this is exactly what I was like trying to explain when I said like I wanted to see how we went into this La Tech game. And
Yeah.
it was one of those that made me feel this is not the same old LSU team because I think the defense has improved. But this is not some like undefeated juggernaut. We're number 3.
Where did
and
I
we're gonna
say
be
that
this.
though?
I'm not saying you said that.
Yeah, in the group me, you're like, I told you this. You said
I don't think I said. I don't think I was pointing
no,
fingers.
no, you definitely
Probably still
didn't. I'm
mad.
kidding.
Still mad about the egg sandwich, the wrap, the breakfast wrap. But
I don't think a lot of people were thinking that though. That like we're just gonna steamroll everybody else on our schedule.
I'm not. Yeah, I just.
And that's not gonna happen.
It's just pump the brakes. Every
It's
national
definitely-
people are like,
definitely.
well, they're a national championship contender, and I think LSU is. Blah blah
Yeah,
blah.
the media jumped on the bandwagon. They felt left out, and they were trying to make up for it. And all of a sudden, we are the best.
If we would have went into that game and absolutely dick down La Tech, it's like choo choo
Yeah.
train, we're coming, and we ain't backing down like that. And it didn't happen. And
That
so
would have
it's
been like 2019.
exactly
staff.
like we're here.
Yeah.
Everyone got to mess with us. And
but
it's-
instead, it's like 2004 when you almost lost to Troy, and you still were a good football team. Probably, what did we go? 9-3, 10-2, something like that. I forgot, but that's more in line with what we're seeing here from this team. No one's going undefeated. I think this is still a 10-2 year. I think we're going to have a couple hiccups along the way. You have an elite defense and an NFL caliber quarterback. You're going to be in enough games to be able to pull it out. Now, with that being said, you cannot just put up 20 points as I don't care, as the number 3 team in the nation with a Heisman front runner
Yeah, do we
quarterback.
have to kind of end in that discussion? What do we have? 2 touchdowns, 1 interception, and
Nuss was
500
terrible
yards.
against La Tech.
To
Bad
be
game.
fair, at no point in the game did I think we were going to lose this game. Like, it wasn't close to where,
But
God, I'm on the edge of my
also-
seat. It
but
was
we-
more
It's
annoying.
also fucking same old LSU when you can't push around La Tech and run the
Yeah,
ball.
no, it was annoying. What I'm saying
Our
We had
is,
two
standard,
runs.
our
I never
standard is so
thought-
much higher
I
going
agree.
into the season, and then we just blew it out the water against Clemson. So it's like, whoa, the standard is now you better be dominant. You've got these elite receivers, get them the ball in space, let them score. You're a Heisman contending quarterback. Throw a vertical pass and complete it this year.
I'm just so
right?
sick of not being able to block. Like, I'm just
It's
so
terrible.
sick of us not having a
Weston
legit
Davis is
offensive
a
line.
matador.
You know who the
Olay.
you know who we have as bad blockers too is Bauer Sharp has blocked pretty poorly in the run game.
Mhm.
Like, our tight ends who we thought could help have been poor,
Yeah.
at least in this past game. If you go back and watch, and their PFF grades were like god awful.
But here's
like in the 30s.
here's the trap though that we're in now is we can't decide who we are.
Yep.
As fans, we're on the fence of like, oh well,
I think the
shit.
team as well.
Yeah, well, I think where
the
I'm
defense is good.
where I'm going to lean is just like the hopeful guy before Clemson, where I believe that this team was walking and going through the motions against La Tech. They had a very inflated
Months and months led up to that Clemson game.
right, and they
Fair.
had 1 week to bask in it, and I think the problem is they basked in it. I think it's a tale as old as time.
They listened to too much pickle.
Too much pickle. They were soured out. They were dilled down. And I think that we tried to work on shit. I really think we thought we were so good that we were going to come into this game and we're going to go back to the basics. Nussmeier was completely out of rhythm. Yes, the O-line was atrocious once Braylon Moore got hurt. But with that being said, there are so many plays where and listen, don't get me wrong. Did Nussmeier make NFL level throws throughout that game? Absolutely. But the standard to which Nuss is supposed to be this season is that's the norm, and you have to be able to execute the game plan. He wasn't doing that. He was either hurt, like his escapability was extra poor. Like that sack on the outside, like not throwing it away.
And
And
we think the knee is a problem.
I think the knee could be a problem.
I agree.
And I think he's not stepping into his throws.
Brian Kelly tried to tell me he ran 21 miles an hour
No
like
way.
months ago. It's like, brother, that didn't happen.
No. So I think he's limited in some way. I think the knee could be bugging him. It just looks obvious.
He's got that Peyton Manning like maneuvering. It's like, is this dude
He's
mobile?
trying to do too much without his body and just his arm. Watch the nose. Deep breaths. happening
That was
here.
a deep breath.
Deep nasals. The first bomb that he tried to hit,
Was nowhere close.
where he
The
just
pick?
completely underthrows Barry.
It was a
Brown.
duck.
Yeah, it was a duck. But if you look at him in the pocket, like it's almost as if he thought he could, like, I'm a new man. I am Nussmeier. I don't need to step into this. I don't need to hitch up. I'm just going to flick this down the field.
Yeah.
And it didn't work. And I'm thinking, why is he hesitant to be more aggressive in his technique and push the ball? I think it could be an injury. You looked at that when he tried to run the football, when he tried to escape. He was looking for every opportunity until the last second to get rid of the ball because he's not moving right now.
Yeah.
Or at right tackle.
And it also felt like sometimes he was just trying to get out of the pocket before he needed to. And like hand
yeah.
up. I watched the Clemson game 1,000 times. I did not rewatch the La Tech game. But it just felt like it was like, dude, stay there.
Yeah.
Stay there for a second.
Now, I also see him forcing the football to people this game when he had wide open lanes, right?
I
What,
just
can you
know
hear
you
me?
still hear the breath. I know you still
I
hear
think my headphones are really tuned in. And maybe no, you're good, dude. Don't get upset. Don't get upset over there. You'll breathe harder. I think we went into it, and I think Nussmeier had plays that he could make down the field. And it was almost as if, well, let me get Caden Durham some reps by catching the ball at the backfield, right? Let me work on this. Instead of, hey, we're not going to work on shit and be very scripted against La Tech. Let's go win the football game. Let's go dominate with the guys that we know can play. There's too much of a rotation with everybody. No one gets in sync. We haven't identified, we have identified, in my opinion, the mainstays. You keep Aaron Anderson, Xavier Thomas, and Barry and
Thank
Brown on
God
the field.
Aaron Anderson's not actually hurt.
Right. Trey Dez getting hurt is a whole conversation we're gonna have to get into.
He's fine. He's fine.
Yeah.
No, with that, all that will come. I can agree with 99% of everything you said there. It is
What's the one?
massively fucking concerning that we can't just line up and run the ball at La Tech. And it's not even, I mean, what did Caden Durham have? 29 yards on 13 carries.
Yeah.
Like, I'm not saying
Xavion's our best runner.
Xavion's our best runner. Barry breaks one, or it's like a disgustingly gross looking stat line where we run it 30 times for 12 yards. Like that's the concerning part to me. This team is a legit offensive line away from being the favorite to win the national championship.
Why is Nuss not able to hit the vertical route right now?
I don't know.
Is it just not enough sample size? Have we not tried it enough? Why are we not trying that?
I agree. I think the Clemson game, I think Clemson did not want to get beat deep like that. And we didn't really trust our offensive line. So we schemed up a fuck ton of screens and this misdirection with Anderson and Xavier.
It's just quick.
And if like that's our identity, fine. And then you take your shots here and there. But like you were mentioning, it doesn't feel like they know what they do. They quote unquote want to establish the run game, but they can't. Like same old thing that we've seen for 5 years, 3 years, however long you want to go back. And it's like, well, we don't need to take all these shots now. We don't need to score every time because we actually do trust our defense. And it's just, I don't know. I think the play calling is again suspect at best.
No rhythm.
I don't think Sloan's the worst play caller on the planet. Like some people
it's not just the play calls. It's just where people are. Like there's no, like, why is Trey Dez Green in the slot running a fade?
Yeah.
You know, like that's not his position to like that route does not cater to Trey Dez Green. Like you have this easy weapon on the outside, put him in that corner and make him go up for an alley-oop.
Yeah.
Like we just do that. We don't need to have him squeezed inside blocking anymore.
I do think the offense will improve, and I think the deep shots will come. There's just too many guys like Brown and Hilton that can make the plays. I think Aaron Anderson's going to start getting loose on a lot more of these over the middle kind of crosses and stuff.
I'm not giving up here.
I'm not.
I'm saying we did it. We did it the week before. We know what they can do.
Yeah.
And so the frustrating part is when you think that you can just skate through a La Tech by doing the basics, and you can't execute the basics.
They ran a 3-3-5 though, Mike.
Right. We can't figure an SEC offensive line cannot block a La Tech 3-3.
Yeah, that's what I'm saying. That's the shit that frustrates me. I'm fine with Nuss having an off night, underthrowing a pick, missing a guy here or there. You know, that's the concerning thing because I look at this schedule and I look at a team like South Carolina, who's mostly kind of looked like shit. Like this ridiculous top 10 ranking that they have when their offense doesn't do much.
No, good. Keep it going though. We want to make sure.
No, that's fine. I'm all down for that. But what I'm saying is like, I look at our schedule and I'm just like, are they going to come into our house and kind of fucking bully us like they did when we went there last year because we can't block? Like, is that what I'm about to watch where we're in this like 10-10 game because Nuss is taking 4 sacks and can't? That's the concerning thing to me. Obviously, Florida, I expect the team to be up and play better against Florida than they did last week. I'm just saying that it's just the same concerns minus the defense are still here.
This is all mental. And that's why I think we're going to have a big rebound this week. This was going into this game and not being ready to execute the basics. We were walking through the basics. Were they giving high energy? Sure. But the mindset was already there that we're really good. And yeah, rah, it's 1-0. But we're not in rhythm. We can rotate whenever we want. There's no rhyme or reason for whoever's in the game. It just didn't make sense. They're not going to
feel like we try to sub 1,000 times
because they're like, hey, this is a glorified jamboree. Let's get some reps. Right. And like, we can afford to do that because we know our defense is elite. I don't think this is a specific picture of what you're going to see against Florida. Do I think we gave everything in week 1 and it's going to be hard to match that? Yes. I think we have to find our way in the middle. If we can perform close to as good as we did against Clemson, obviously better than this, we'll be able to hang with any team.
I'm going to be the asshole here. Are we sure that LSU's defense is elite yet?
Yeah. I think we are.
I think we are too. I don't know.
I don't know if, I mean, I think there's only a couple offenses in the nation that I would feel like, whew, we have to see
like
it.
Arch.
You know, well, no, I'm just saying, like, if we were, yeah, sure, if we were going against Texas and
Look, the defense looks great.
and Sark preparing for that, I'd be like, hey, we've got a handful.
That was
This is
more
not
of
gonna be
that
tough.
was more of it was a little concerning to fucking check in on the ACC network on Saturday afternoon and be like, oh cool, Troy's up 17-0.
But I think
what scares me,
I think Clemson was a victim of the same thing we were.
I completely
and
agree.
I think Georgia had
It was
that
a
same
nickel
slump.
state type game.
Like, I think it made its rounds.
Florida State didn't.
no, they scored 1,000.
No, I
You
get.
know,
I
he
don't-
did.
I
No, you
get
know
that.
what? You know what
Alabama.
scares me? So the defense, I think, is quote unquote elite. But like, if you would have told me a year ago, like, man, we're guaranteed to hold everyone under 20 points.
Sign me up
But
in
like,
blood.
but also it's like, well, shit, can we score more than 20
think we'll
points?
get
You know?
Eventually,
So-
we will.
Yeah, I
I just
know. I'm
think
just
we
saying.
have a week against a team that literally needs to win, or their season's done now.
yeah.
Like, Florida still has a chance to claw their way out of this bullshit. That's what they're telling themselves. And the only way to do that is to make sure we beat LSU, because we got to go to Miami after that.
Philly's
and then-
last stand.
So they're going to give you everything they got. They already do. So if we thought that this year maybe they don't give us a tough game, that's out the window now. They're going to give us their best. They have a really good quarterback.
Look at this. What are you doing, Bauer Sharp?
I think their defense
What are
is
we
very
doing?
aggressive. They have a great running game, right? I'm not worried about our defense holding Florida, because I do think
agree.
Florida's going to score points.
That's my point.
Florida's going to score points.
I think the defensive line is gonna be the story coming out of the Florida game. I think the Florida game is gonna be a
They
lot
might
closer.
score. They won't score. We don't give up. Knock on wood. We don't give up touchdowns. The touchdown we gave up was because we had subs in the game.
I get it. I'm just
If
saying,
we
is it
play like
possible
we-
that fucking Clemson sucks ass and La Tech is La Tech?
No, I don't think Clemson.
That's all I'm
I don't think
saying.
Clemson sucks ass. I think they're not as good as we think as far as a top 10 team or a top 8
They're not a
team.
playoff team.
Rumors are
No,
Dabo
I-
had a play sheet in the second half.
I think they could be a playoff team. I think we knocked the fucking wind out of them.
I agree.
Are we
seeing-
I agree with that.
Are we seeing another thing like last year where it's like nobody's good? You know, last year throughout the season, we were like the competitive balance in the whole league, like South Florida. You
Only
know,
a
it's-
handful of teams have played
Yes.
anybody, though.
Yeah.
We haven't really seen everybody play against a quality team.
Unless you have a pretty easy schedule, I just don't see there being a bunch of undefeated teams. I think the new norm is that
Yeah.
the 1, 2, and like 3 loss teams, or some 3
Yeah.
loss teams, are even like, well,
Yeah, absolutely.
So
I think you're not going to have an Indiana this year where it makes it more difficult for a 9-3 team to have a case.
yeah, South Florida.
do we
Might
want to
be in.
hear? Do we want to hear some of the notes I have? We'll go through some of my notes.
Yeah, we can stop this rhythm.
No,
No, we're stalling. We're stalling.
We're
You're
not stopping any rhythm.
right. No, go. You're fine.
Big concern here. Juwan Johnson, not Juwan. What's his name?
Juwan.
It is Juwan.
Yeah, it's not J Juwan. It's spelled with
Juwan.
It's Juwan.
Yeah,
2
yeah.
J's.
You really
He-
emphasized the Jew there.
He had one touch. He had 1 carry for 1 yard. What happened to him?
He became a blocker this game. It's like we're trying different shit.
What we literally bragged and said he might be our best running back.
That's
Like, he
what I'm
might-
saying. We've seen it. So
Yeah.
we decided not to do that shit against La Tech. So this is not a glimpse of like what's to come next week.
Yeah.
And
Yeah,
I
maybe
agree.
we're
I
saving him. Maybe we're saving his legs.
And the fact that, did you see how down these dudes were walking off the field? Like they lost in their minds. That is a team that knows their standard is much higher than what they did, and they're disappointed in themselves,
I agree.
and they have a chance to redeem themselves against a really good team at night in Death
Right.
Valley
Yeah.
to revalidate
I
what
know.
week 1 showed us. I think we're going to be fine. It's going to be a battle. It's going to be a
However,
battle.
yeah.
I'm not saying we're going to just steamroll Florida. If Tradez was fully healthy, if Braylon Moore was fully healthy, I would take the spread. I think it's going to be in that range or a little bit closer.
I think we're going to be frustrated that we didn't like pull away from this game. I think LSU is going to win. I don't think it's going to be this 14, 20 point victory where it's like, haha, let's rub Florida's face in it. I think it's going to be a grind.
I think we've been getting fed a lot of Barry and Brown. Like we've been seeing it build and build and build, but like, where is his big play? I think against Florida, we're going to see a big play with Barry and Brown, and I think it comes from special teams.
I was just gonna say, I think it's about time that he possibly takes over punt return also, especially if Xavion's gonna be our best running back.
All legendary. I'm not saying Barry and Brown's legendary, but every season that we've had a memorable year, it's always been highlighted by a sick special teams punt return or kick return, right? Like Patrick Peterson, we keep that in our heads of his returns. Tyrann Mathieu, his returns.
Our Florida games have come down to a bunch of like fake kicks and shit.
Special teams. I'm just saying our playmakers find a way throughout the years to make a difference in special teams and win games for us. I think Barry and Brown is due for that. If our offense is struggling, I think we have enough playmakers and speed where they can make a difference somewhere else, whether it's special teams or defense coming up with turnovers and very, good field position. We're more than just a team that has to claw their way back in now and keep up with a boat race. Like, we're beyond that now. So I think we have a shot. Now, do I feel like at least one or two teams this year, maybe three, have our number on defense, right? Where it's like, hey, we figured out Baker's scheme a little bit. We're going to do some shit here. And it's the game we blow because we can't keep up.
Yeah.
That's very possible.
That's the 2. That's the 10-2.
Yeah, I mean, I was not impressed at all with Ole Miss at Kentucky, but also it's like I'm still not super confident in LSU going in that game and winning.
Yeah,
there's losses on the schedule for every team that plays,
and I think
LSU's
this week
not immune to it.
This is the week where I feel like we can start looking and being like, okay, Notre Dame really sucks, or wait a minute, A&M's got some fight in them.
Have not been impressed with A&M. Haven't watched the games. Mostly just peeked in, maybe a quad box here and there, but
it's all positive vibes right now. Everything looks honky-dory on their end. A lot of passing touchdowns from a very mobile running quarterback.
He's no Mateer.
No, but I haven't watched any of the games either. It's just all been highlights, and of course, those all look great.
Couple other points.
Yeah. Let's go back. Number 2.
No, that's good. You bring something up.
Yeah,
great.
A couple of these, it's not much. It's really not as many as last week, but too many penalties. We had 9 penalties for 77 yards. The whole game, they had 12 penalties. Like, it's just poison. That was dirty.
Yeah.
That's all mental.
Obviously, we already talked about this. Are we going to play anyone else with a 3-3 stack? Because that's all we heard about.
We might now.
I know, that's just kind of annoying that's an excuse.
I think someone asked Brian. I'm just gonna call him Brian for now. Brian, if he thought that Florida would run 3-3-5 against him, he's like, "Oh yeah, I think that happened. I think there was something in there."
If I'm a DC and I watch that,
I'm incorporating something.
I'm gonna be like, "Yeah, we're gonna shift into a 3-3 until they figure it out."
Yeah,
that was crazy.
And if they figure it out, we go back to our base.
And once again, I know that we've brought this up for weeks now. I just love that Cortez Hankton gets zero blame for any of this.
Nothing. We have fucking dude. And there's I don't know what's going on with the receivers. There's so many, like, they're great, but they're all rotating like everywhere. And I know that's good to feed the ball and have everybody prepared, but I think it's time to now, like, let's start like perfecting what these guys can do in their craft.
Go ahead.
I was gonna say, why is Kyle Parker the one in on the red zone?
Oh, we like Kyle Parker. I like him months ago.
To Mike's point, it's like, let's put our guys in the red zone, because obviously we're struggling in the red zone.
No, I knew it. Yeah. Brian said pretty much every time he had the opportunity, he mentioned Kyle Parker. So I knew this was coming. I was glad to see Nick Anderson get a touchdown. I didn't want to have the CJ Daniels route of like, we thought this dude was going to come in and be a stud and could never catch a touchdown.
There's still a lot of time, and I think he's finding his way. He looks very physical. It's just big body.
You don't get any touches the first game, and then the second game against the in-state school, if you don't get any, then you start to like not buy in as much.
See, we fed that. We were like, we want to make sure Nick Anderson gets a catch.
Happy to see.
But is that it? So part of this game, I feel like, was Nuss forcing it to our receivers to try to get them there.
That's what I'm saying.
Feed it. Yeah.
I'm saying part of Nuss's problem this week.
Oh yeah. I thought you were saying that's why Nick caught the ball.
In addition to that, I think he was put in that position to be in the end zone for a potential touchdown play.
Right.
And Nuss threaded a needle to get, and he came up with it, and it's awesome. And getting him more juice. we threw the ball a lot out of the backfield to the running backs to get them used to that. Unfortunately, Harlem Berry's one chance of getting a pass out the backfield. He gets a false start before the play. They take him out. Caden Durham catches a swing pass for like 15 yards. If that's Harlem Berry, do we see his initial, coming out party earlier than the fourth quarter? Which good run. Obviously, we're going to need to see that more often.
Yeah.
I feel bad for Caleb Jackson. I feel like every game we're like, hey, buddy, you get one run, and there's not going to be any like the tackle, the guard's going to be in your pocket before you know it.
Does Frank Wilson suck as a running back coach? Is he just an elite recruiter and just a mastermind of recruiting? And then when they get here, it's just kind of,
well, you got all the talent, boy.
I mean, isn't running back a little bit of like, I get blocking schemes, like take that out. I know you have to know your gaps and holes and whatever, but like most of it just be a fucking athlete.
Most of it, but I think the management of that room, the rotations, the mental side of it, like immediately pulling him out after a false start, like good job. I guess that's a good coaching angle.
Are we over coaching the position instead of just being like, hey, you've got talent, just go run the ball?
Well, but also
let Boobie go.
But also at the same, like I don't want to diminish the talent of a running back position because
I'm not. Yeah, I didn't mean it like that way. But
if you're a good coach, you'll find a way to create a Jordan Love or to have an Ashton Genty type guys. Obviously those guys are sick talents, but I do think there are running backs that you see, like if you look in the NFL playing fantasy this past week, you see all these random rookies that are just like pretty much studs out of like day one in the NFL where they're starting. Where does that come from? I think part of that is there are some coaches out there that focus on the running back position when it comes to their development. Now, are they usually like 4-year players and seniors and like they're used to the speed of the game? Yeah. I don't know. I just think that Caden Durham so far hasn't been the guy that we thought he was from last year.
And to be fair to them, I don't think we put them in great spots to run the ball a lot of the times. Especially when
we're not blocking
2nd and 10.
Grant, you mentioned it. You mentioned it earlier when we were setting up, talking about how this O-line, like they look great and the running game's great whenever we have a downhill running play. But when it's just this basic zone read shit, it hasn't worked in now a season and 2 games.
It was like, Xavier Thomas getting our best rushes. It's like, because he's coming downhill from way behind the quarterback with a fullback,
which is
basically.
Fine. Then let that be our identity. Let us be Oregon, where we're motioning a guy in the backfield every fucking play, even if it's a pass, even if it's a bubble. I don't care. Like I don't know what we're doing.
You got to figure out.
I love how Oregon is like the origin of that type of offense, where it's like we don't know what they play now.
Yeah,
I have no idea.
But like Chip Kelly's,
but I mean, he was the first one on the big stage to really do that.
But for like listeners that are like 18, they're probably just like, yeah,
all the guys in their dorm.
I guess Dan Lanning runs that.
That's so funny.
But Chip, I know exactly what you
Brian's brother.
Chip. Yeah, Chip Kelly.
Other notes here. Y'all were talking about special teams. So apparently that was I was like, dude, we onside. He accidentally kicked it into the front row guy. That got under Brian Kelly's skin.
That was Burrell again, right?
Yes.
Yeah.
Aaron kicked it into the guy.
He's
like, our team, that was the one thing he said was like, the team prepared well, but we just lost focus. He's like, our kicker. Like the only thing he brought up about losing focus was us kicking it into the front row.
Yeah, but I think that explains the extent of how disengaged we were. Is like even our kicker was disengaged.
But we can go back to the USC game, go back to whatever game you want. That was probably the most ticked off Brian Kelly's been in a post-game interview. And I mean, I think obviously for obvious reasons, he thought that we were going to go in and just roll and be on. And
we got to coach better. It was all about the coaching in the post-game.
Yeah, there was a little execution, but no, I agree. And I don't know.
Is that Sloan or is that Davis, or is it a combo of both?
Both.
Is it Hankton? Is it the whole offensive coaching staff?
We're not far from seeing BK with a play sheet in his hands.
Wait, speaking
That's all
of,
I'm saying.
Why the hell?
Brings up my next point.
We couldn't get Underwood, and why was Sloan not let go then?
Wait,
I don't know. We had options to this.
Tommy
Reese
brings up my next bullet point. Why is Austin Thomas wearing a headset?
Because everyone can wear a
Calling
fucking headset.
plays.
What is he? I happened to be
He
listening.
was in Brian Kelly's ear at one
So-
point. Like, what is happening?
What-
here?
yeah.
So I
Like,
listened
what are you
to.
doing?
I
This is not a
listened.
recruiting pitch.
Hester and Flynn. I just happened to have them on this morning.
Mike's
and,
good friend.
and someone asked a question, and they were like, honestly, he might be solely in charge of like third down clock management, or in charge of 2-point conversion. Or
I'm
he's like,
fine
he
with
said,
That's a smart.
he
take.
said, typically we had it wasn't a coach, it was an administrator. Someone had a small job like that like was their thing.
But do you think he asked for that? Or do you
Or
think
did
Brian
BK
Kelly
like-
out of nowhere was like,
Hey.
you know what? The guy that
We need
manages this
this.
team, you have a headset and you're involved in the day-to-day operation of clock
I'd love
management.
to know. I'd love to know.
Because I feel like that has to be like a little seed that Austin planted, just like, listen, I'm coming back, but
But
I
need
want
a
to
headset.
do something on the sideline. Like, please get me involved. All right, deal. You can watch the clock on third down.
Or replay official, like they're the ones that tell them to challenge it or something. But yeah,
maybe the analytics.
I know
guy.
we kind of sound like Ryan Clark here. It's like, you didn't play. You can't comment on
I
this.
mean, I can't call it. I don't know which button it is.
just hit him.
So what's your next point?
Yeah, let's get.
Perfect. Let's see. Next point was, did you know DJ Chester started 13 games last year? We heard that 17 million times.
Oh, I was about to say, yeah.
Yeah. Like literally, Brian Kelly said it a million times. The broadcast. I had that. As a note.
Chester's just weak. Did you see him in the Damian Shanklin post-game video against Clemson getting dressed?
Mm-mm.
He's got fun bags.
Mm.
Oh,
Like,
no,
the-
we can't be having that.
The upper body,
It's not a good
it
look.
doesn't. Just go back and watch the video. You tell me if you trust this guy to stop a bull rush.
I guess we'll find out this week.
No homo. Love
the
you,
last
DJ.
the last points I have are all about the defense. Did y'all notice the personnel in the very first defensive drive who started?
No,
Don't recall.
It was
it was in the middle.
first
of
off,
dinner.
number 7 was not on the field. Perkins was not on
It's
the
La
field.
Tech. We don't care.
I'm just
Fine.
saying Perkins.
Good.
No, that's the mindset these fuckers had. The
Perkins-
coaches had this.
Perkins was not on the field. Gilbert was in at star, so we had all three.
I
safeties
saw
in.
Gilbert start.
Now-
Gilbert was definitely lingering
Now-
a lot.
And
Boy,
even when he made a tackle, I was like, all right. Hey.
There it is.
There it is.
So we had that. We had so the defensive line was Butler, Peyton, Guillory, and Dominic McKinley. That was your starting 4. Relaford and Pyburn were not out there on the first drive.
Rest. Pyburn and Relaford both looked.
They
really
both
good.
played very good. I'm just saying I didn't even notice they weren't on.
I didn't
the first
notice.
drive.
I didn't notice Pyburn not in the game. Like I
Half
didn't.
the game,
I didn't
yeah.
think he was in the game until the fourth quarter. I'm
Right.
like, whoa. Where did 44 come from?
Again, 16 makes a tackle, and I'm like, who the fuck is
Yeah, bro.
16? Every time,
Bro
like,
has got to change.
I will never get it. There's no chance I ever am just automatically know that's bro. Never.
Didn't Eccles start over Mubenga?
Let's.
I remember seeing Mubanga off the field for a while in the first half, and Cohen Eccles was at left guard, Chester was at center. And the minute Mubanga went back in the game,
Who was
that's
Mabenga right there,
65 's Mubanga. Is that early?
That's the first
yeah,
play.
that's the first play.
So it must have been when Chester went to center. For some reason, Mubanga came off because Eccles was in the game for a while.
Yeah, this was before. Now after he came out, the next play, I don't know. Oh Jesus! Those are all my notes though. I didn't get to finish watching the replay.
Go back to that play and
The-
Go 10
interception?
10-second back.
The
Yeah,
interception.
like go to the actual play. Yeah.
Another.
Nuss just hits it, right?
Look at how far behind he is.
Wide open.
Like if he, I mean, that's an easy touchdown for Barry
Yeah.
Brown.
And honestly, I think this was actually Kyle Parker again. Why is he? Whatever.
While we're sitting here looking at
But
this,
he's wide open too.
That's what I'm saying. I think the safety did turn when the ball was released, but he still could have been open.
Shout out to Aaron Anderson just hauling ass on Harlan Perry's run to
Oh,
get
yeah.
out there and set a block. Like that's the
And
shit.
did you see the block he made? Then just goes like like tumbling and
Yes.
like gets up. Like that was
that
just
that
a
got me
moment-
fired up.
a moment of just like adrenaline and just like pumped for your boy. Like, yeah, this is a 5-star coming in. I'm
no
going
need
show
to
you the
do
ropes.
that. And he just took off from
No
out of
need to
screen.
do that.
Well, dude, it's like make
No,
a
I
tackle.
get
It's a 25-yard gain. Everyone pats you on the helmet and moves on. And
I love Aaron Anderson's effort.
Yeah, like I hope LSU can get something done and have a really good season because like he deserves to be mentioned as just like a big time wide receiver. Like I feel like we're gonna go through his career and move on, and it's gonna be like, yeah, he was good, and he's just so fucking reliable.
Was it Aaron or was it Xavion that had that play where they caught it and they reached out with the one hand to get the first down? I think it was Aaron.
I think you're right. I'm not sure.
His nose.
There's your offensive line right there. I think that's Mubanga.
It is Mubanga.
I guess he went in the next.
But
row.
look at. I know he's already releasing it, but if he cuts in too, like they were both like he already saw Brown was wide open, but like this was.
But he put nothing behind this and didn't step it. Like
I think it slipped out of his hand. Like that was not a normal throw. The ball did not come out of his hand on that.
No,
There was nothing on it.
I think just like everyone else, Nuss watched Todd McShay talk about how he was the best quarterback since Andrew Luck and all this shit. And it's like, there's no bigger driver of the Nuss bus than me. But it's like, I think
he had a bad game.
Think he got a little taste of reality that you can't just go out there and do whatever the fuck you want. And I agree. The knee is concerning because it doesn't look super fluid, I guess would be the way I would.
No, he looks cautious. He looks very cautious.
Yeah, there's no fluid in the knee. This was the starting defense I was talking
forcing
about.
players ball to get reps. Put that in there. Barry and Brown and Xavion Thomas should never leave the field. I agree. We talked about Harlan Berry. We talked about Weston
How about
Davis.
the Tuba Man?
This is Mary Beth's uncle
great.
Kent.
It's Kent Broussard.
It's my wife's uncle Kent Broussard.
Yeah, that was fun. That was a good little ditty. He probably bosses those kids around.
Yeah, good for him.
You know,
if I see it every game, I'm going to get tired of it. But good for him.
Yeah.
Oh, we're going to see it this week.
I mean, how concerned are we about these injuries?
It seems like
they're not playing this week.
No, and I think if you don't play this week, you don't play next week against Southeastern. Right. So you got to hope. I don't know about Trey Dez. It felt weird.
He looked bad.
That it didn't look great. And BK,
I think
yeah, exactly.
Both players, they will not be on the injury report is out. They will both suit up. They will not play. That's my prediction.
The thing that gives me some hope is that Braylon Moore came out of the locker room and, did his little try to give it a go and then went back and got in a boot. So that, even that they tested it for the La Tech game gives me a little bit of okay, I think dude might maybe, and look, a rolled ankle.
If this was the playoff game, he'd play.
Yes, I agree. Trey Dez, it could be South Carolina. It could be Oklahoma the next time we see him, and it wouldn't totally stun me.
But maybe this is the last straw for them to be get him out of the box.
Yeah, I don't know. I hope we don't just have a wasted year of Trey Dez Green, and then next year I assume we're going to get a transfer quarterback. But it's we're breaking in, quote unquote, a new quarterback, and Trey Dez is awesome, but doesn't get the looks and the touches and the plays.
Yeah, and then we see him like a Brian Thomas in the NFL.
And then next thing you know, yeah, exactly. He's just tearing it up for the Jags or something.
Florida. How we feeling?
Again, I'm super confident that LSU wins the game. I don't know that it's going to be this dominant force. I would lean taking the 9 if it got to 10, maybe buy it up to 10. I think LSU wins by a score.
Are we at 9 right now?
8.5 was this morning.
Yeah. There's also a chance that Florida's just a dead dog.
Yeah.
I think we're going to get their best shot. I think Lagway is going to play better than he has all year against us because why not? But again, we finally have a defense we can trust.
Exactly.
We have these World War II flashbacks of Milroe running all over us and Lagway. Maybe that can still happen. It could be out there, but I don't know that it is.
Yeah. The good thing is I feel good about our defense against Florida's. Lagway's got 9 carries for 12 yards in the season. That's not going to change against us.
No, I'll put it this way. I do not think
not
think the defense is going to lose us this game. If they beat us 2017 because we still do the same shit and can't block, it's okay, well, that's frustrating, but I can see it. I don't know that it's going to be 45-30. Like
No.
I don't know that. I don't think that's
give
in
me
the cards.
At this rate, if we score 30, I said this week 1.
I think 30 is the number for us to win. I think we can hold them to 24. I think like a 24-30 would be.
I think we can score less than 30 to still win.
I do too.
27.
But I would feel great about 30.
I could see this being a 21-17 type of game.
Yeah.
That our offense hasn't done anything for me to be like, well, fuck, we're LSU's offense.
I've also
no, you're right. And I think our defense has certainly proven that like they're going to be up for this game. They're not just going to get gashed.
The defense is fresh because we were able to play so many guys up front. Like fourth quarter,
we are really fucking good at every level.
Yeah.
It's like we are really good up front.
Stamps.
And Stamps probably isn't going to play much.
Never.
Right.
And that was his shot.
God, I forgot he dropped all the interceptions. I didn't get that far in the replay.
Dude,
but it's like Wes Weeks is our worst linebacker, and Wes Weeks is pretty solid SEC linebacker.
He has improved so much.
He's not going to sniff a all SEC team, but like a lot of teams would take that dude as
he's
a starting
better
linebacker
than Greg Penn.
Oh yeah,
yeah. And then obviously Halsey, I think Pickett's going to keep coming around, and you have Delane. Like you have legit.
Playing great.
Oh yeah, Delane had to come back in for fucking Stamps at the very end. Like how crazy was that? Well, they're just like, get out,
get him out.
We have to play Delane now.
And so I do think we just still have a little bit of that, like that just constant fear that we have to score all the time. And I don't know that that's the case with this team. I think.
Wait, did it go down?
I don't know that I'm completely sold on the defense being super elite and we're going to give up 1 touchdown a game every game, but it's like this defense is really good.
Yeah, defense is very good. So I think it's a 27-24 type of game. 3 to 6 points, I think is the proper spread. I think our offense figures it out. I think we do enough to get past them.
Well, and like you said with special teams, like we at this point, I don't think we can afford giving up a special teams touchdown. Like we can't do anything like that. We need to be prepared for fake punts and fake, like, this could be a Billy just throwing out the playbook and just doing everything he can to like save his job.
Brian Kelly,
that's crazy.
This is a prep. Last week was
that's wild.
Last week was a preparation issue. And I think they have proven that they can prepare. They prepared for Clemson. Now it was almost a year in preparation, but I think we stubbed our toe. We had our little hiccup game where it's like, hey guys, wake the fuck up.
Which maybe makes me feel a little bit better.
Check back in. Yeah. Let's check back in and let's figure this out. Night game, like first SEC test, big game, right? Let's get back to where we were 2 weeks ago. And I really think I'm buying in. I'm believing that if that is the LSU that shows up, this will be a dominant LSU victory.
It could be a good thing if LSU beat Tech 35-0 and everyone
agree. No, I agree.
It's like,
a bad
they
week.
Just fucking lost to South Florida. Like I'm not worried about that. Then you could, if you would have came in and played the Florida game like you came in sluggish and like the La Tech game, then that's when you get got.
I agree.
So I do think that there is some pluses to that. I think the offense is going to eventually figure it out. I don't think Florida is going to be the team that like kind of exposes us or nips us. I think a different team could figure it out.
I don't think this was the game we ever drew up as being. I mean, depending on how Clemson went and what we thought of the defense,
we knew that this would be a very tough game.
It would be a test.
But we would always bet that LSU is going to win the game.
I just fucking love that, like the season, there's a lot of games left, but I just love that all these national podcasts of Pate and Andy Staples and all of them have.
Me and Pate are good.
No, I'm not anti anybody, but it's the same like Lenore Sellers type stuff where it was like all we could do was just talk about how Lagway was just, oh my God, like put this team in the playoffs. It's like, guys, what about this Florida team last year and coming into this year, like you were just thought like Cam Newton all of a sudden showed up at Florida. So now they have to all backtrack.
No, they beat us.
And it just, I don't know. It just makes me feel, because every time I listen to that shit preseason, I'm like, how can you like honestly sit here and tell me that like Florida is just going to be this SEC juggernaut after like barely surviving a head coaching fire?
Here's the devil's advocate to that though. Who else are they going to put in there for their prediction?
LSU?
Yeah. I mean, other than us, other than us.
South Florida.
How about this?
Right.
Pate's original playoff predictor
it's
had 6 teams
crazy.
already with a loss.
It is insane.
6 of these teams already have a
Yeah,
loss.
no. This was bad.
No, now
This was
my
bad.
biggest concern is that like we just pitchforked and everyone, and then like all these teams are
turn
going to
it
turn
up.
out good, and it's going to be
No,
like
we
way
had our
better.
week, dude. We had our week. It was
True.
totally worth it.
It's like beating Bama. Anything else can happen.
And this
like,
is
we're
the
good
dude.
now.
The Twitterverse doesn't really exist. Like you can bail out of that in a heartbeat, and
That's
no
fair.
one will know.
But that's all I've been thinking about. Is like these dudes are going to just like, well, I told you.
Yeah,
Meemaw told me that week 2 doesn't mean anything.
Yeah.
But I
big
don't know.
week, big week ahead for a lot of teams. Let's go through the college football.
Really fun week. Week 2 was a little bit of a
downer.
Oklahoma, Michigan.
Good
was a
NFL games.
fun game
I
to
know you don't
watch.
watch the
I didn't
NFL
lock
anymore. Playing fantasy, I had to lock in. Jamar Chase had a total
need
of
the red
4
zone channel.
points.
Brutal. First pick.
I lost both of my games.
Mateer is pretty legit.
Yeah,
I will
pretty good.
say that dude throws a lot of balls that could be picked off.
Yeah.
Like he throws a catchable ball for the offense and the defense. But I liked his moxie.
What'd you think about Underwood? What the hell was that? Why didn't they like
it was my and look, first road game. You baby it.
For
Speaking
sure.
of Lagway, this is Lagway's first road start in the SEC. Is that not insane?
That's insane.
Like
It's
he
a tough
came
one to
in
break himself
in
in.
Tennessee, and I think he came in games and stuff. But this is his first road start. Look,
Welcome to the jungle.
I get the whole Bryce Underwood first game on the road, but it went exactly how I wanted it to.
Yeah.
Of like, you went to Michigan and you thought it was going to be like, well, shit, we'll just run this wide open offense now that I'm here. Not so fast, my friend.
Yeah, not like serves you.
Let's
right.
get another tight end on the field. Like that made
Yeah.
me just chef's kiss. I don't think they put him in a great position,
No,
to
it's
suit, which is what made me happy.
That's what you're like being like, okay, this is what I told you would happen,
Yes.
motherfucker.
Yes, I hope you're happy.
Yeah, I
with
hope
your
you're
12
happy with your
million.
decision. I hope you're happy with your decision. That's what I was saying on the couch too.
But that's exactly how I felt watching it. Did he play good? No. Did I think he really like was put in a position to play well? No.
But you can see the sick raw talent this freak has.
Fuck, that first pass of the game, he was like through. I don't even remember. It was maybe an off balance, like sidearm little swing past the running back, and I was like, fuck.
But he like
me.
shoots it out of his fucking shoulder.
Yeah.
It's like straight ahead out of the chest. Like there's no, I don't know. Like there's a lot of batted balls.
But yeah, that first pass, I was like, this dude's a
But
dog.
they didn't let him
And then
move.
they didn't
They
do
didn't let him
anything
run.
else the rest of the game.
We're supposed to believe like this dude was doing like double backflips
They said he has the lowest
and he can't run the ball.
lowest QBR among Power 4 starting quarterbacks.
Yeah, I mean, it's tough, man. Can you imagine getting paid $12 million coming out of Mandeville High School and being like, okay, Oklahoma. It's
on the road, big noon Saturday.
But at the same time, like you just got paid $12 million fucking dollars, dude.
Yeah.
So does this game not tell us anything about Oklahoma?
Run the ball a little bit. No, this was a
No.
battle. This was a battle.
I think it tells us that Oklahoma's got a decent squad. Are they going to beat the elites, quote unquote, of the SEC? It's still to be
They
determined.
only won by 11.
Yeah, exactly. Mateer, like I said, man, Mateer is going to probably win them some games. He's probably going to throw them out of a few games where he just has 3 picks and you're just like, well, we can't win with that. But
even as terrible as Michigan's offense looked, it was impressive to see Oklahoma's defense be
flying around.
Flying around. They were prepared. They were filling gaps. Like there was no fluke. Like let's just. I mean, yeah, they did rip off like a huge run.
Yeah, which is one play.
Right. Like they had one big play, but other than that, Mateer, yeah, he looked exactly how I expected him to look. But the thing about Mateer that's a little like he's a different, like his interviews, if you hear him talk, he's a specific, unique kind of character.
Yeah. I saw you had the SMU Baylor game up. I in-game bet that, and they were up 14 and somehow lost. That was hard to watch.
Yeah, weird week.
Penn State had a beautiful backdoor cover for an in-game line for me, though. So shout out Franklin for looking like shit against
Texas still didn't look
FIU.
Great.
Yeah, I thought that was interesting. Everyone was like, Arch is hurt.
How about Sark yapping back? Is he? Who said that?
Oh, yeah, he's got shit, huh?
And he's like, Arch? Arch told you that? He's like, well, no. But
I just saw Tennessee on the board. I'm very interested for the Tennessee-Georgia game.
Lance Hurd looks great.
Lance.
Yeah. Would love to have him right now.
Yeah, wouldn't that be nice?
Let's go to this week. So obviously our game, Oregon Northwestern, another blowout for Oregon. They'll just donkey stonk. Just Northwestern's not even going to show up. Clemson, Georgia Tech at 11 is going to be
worrisome game for us.
It's going to be one of those games where Georgia Tech's going to beat them, and we're going to be like,
"Fuck,
Clemson's the worst team ever," and then they're going to go undefeated after that.
Yeah, this is the first time Dabo's been 1-2 since 2013.
I don't know. Haynes King looks worse.
Yeah, I don't know. That game, it just.
Who have they played?
I feel like I would like Clemson more if Clemson lost to Georgia or someone to open the season and not us. Like now I'm just like terrified that they're going to look terrible and we're going to be like, so we suck, right? So we didn't improve. We're the same.
What's going on with Wisconsin? They're 2-0. They got on the road at Bama. What's the line?
20, I think. I think it's 20 and a half.
I kind of I want some of that. I don't know a thing about Wisconsin.
Where's the
Yeah, I'm now in the territory of like Bama's just gonna beat up on all these teams. They're just gonna go on a run, and everyone's gonna be like, "Oh, we buried them too early." Kalen DeBoer, best,
and then they're gonna get bounced in the first round.
Yeah, and then they're gonna start taking some lumps again. I don't know.
Yeah, I mean, because they're gonna lose to Georgia, so that'll be their second loss
at Georgia.
They have to go to Tennessee, I believe. Oh no, Tennessee's home.
Oh shit, they play Georgia next week.
Yeah.
I knew it was early, but I didn't know it was here.
Yeah, they're gonna lose at Georgia. They have Tennessee at home, which will be a battle. They go to South Carolina. They have us at Oklahoma, at Auburn. They'll have at least 3
at Missouri.
So
this
Wisconsin
is about as tough as a schedule Alabama's ever played. Now maybe that's just a little bit because Tennessee, South Carolina. Yeah. Yeah. Well, it's just like Tennessee, South Carolina just aren't auto wins anymore.
Yeah,
I don't know that Missouri's an auto win right now, which it probably will be, but
South Carolina's being hyped, Oklahoma's being hyped. So South Carolina and Oklahoma being quote unquote good this year is what makes this a different schedule.
Well, and Auburn is always crazy.
Auburn's always crazy.
Like that in our game. I mean, those games could be.
And this feels like the year Hugh Freeze pulls it off.
Yeah,
it could be a year.
He had to last year.
Yeah, but he didn't have Jackson Arnold.
The Vanderbilt game will tell us something. Like if you do a redemption game and beat Vanderbilt by 1 million, then it's
what if it's close? Is that this week? Is Vandy?
No, they play Vandy after Georgia. Wisconsin.
Oh no,
Georgia
I meant
game.
Auburn.
Vandy does play. I have South Carolina. We'll know.
Who does Auburn play this week?
Auburn plays South Alabama.
Okay, so no.
They play Oklahoma next week.
Oklahoma in 2 weeks. That'll be at Oklahoma.
Mm-hmm.
And Jackson Arnold's redemption tour at Oklahoma.
Dude, look at Auburn's next 4 games after that.
All right, go back to the schedule. Appreciate it.
Which one, Bama?
No, like all
the games.
Oh, this. Okay.
We're gonna have to get you a mouse pad in that.
Yeah, I hear
Central Michigan, whatever. South Alabama, Auburn, whatever. Villanova against Penn State. Get out of here.
Get out.
Georgia, Tennessee. Georgia, Tennessee. Let's go. Traditional game brings me back. Great vibes.
How are we feeling about this game?
Hey, go. This is a huge game. Go back up. Georgia versus Tennessee at Tennessee at 2:30. Damn, what's
Tennessee
the spread?
People were pissed that LSU Florida's the night game.
3.5.
Yeah. See, Georgia's confusing right now, but I feel more comfortable leaning Georgia. But Tennessee, I like Heupel a lot. And
if we're betting on vibes, you bet Tennessee. If you're betting on like what you're gonna feel dumber, like if you pick it and they get housed, like I would rather pick Georgia and Tennessee be like, yeah, no, that's fair.
But is this the year? Is this like a 2018 Georgia where they travel to LSU and they pull off this amazing game and they rush the field? Is that what happens at Tennessee? Go to Tennessee schedule. They're going to have a big win this year. So who would it be? So yeah, it's going to be Bama or Georgia. Because I feel like beating Oklahoma or Kentucky or even Florida, like that's not a big win for them. It's a good win. I think this year Tennessee will knock somebody off. Not knock them off, but they'll upset
They have an
big
easier
dog.
schedule.
And I think it's either Georgia or Alabama.
I want to take Tennessee so bad, and I just can't say it out loud.
I agree. Only because I don't know, man. Georgia didn't look like Georgia, but they could be the same boat as us, where it's like they were playing Austin P.
Yeah.
Well, and like Tennessee's played Syracuse and East Tennessee State. Like, you know,
but at least
but
they're scoring 1,000 fucking points.
I know. I'm just saying, like
42 and 72.
But I feel like
that's what I see.
We played a terrible Clemson team in La Tech.
I've seen Oregon do that for the last decade.
Yeah, but
and
were
then
they holding teams to 17 at the same time?
Probably against East Tennessee.
Maybe not.
I'm with you. I think I'm just going to take Tennessee. I hate it. I want to take Georgia because I don't want to be the dumbass that didn't take Georgia.
No, it's not a dumbass, dude. That's a courageous take.
I know, but I just feel like I'm going to watch this game and I'll be like, the rumors of Kirby's demise were greatly exaggerated.
Texas Tech looks good.
Yeah, I've only caught the clips. I haven't locked into Texas Tech.
And maybe this is what I just said. Maybe it's my bias on points because they're blowing people out.
Right.
Go to
Texas Tech schedule.
67
Arkansas, Pine Bluff, and Kent State.
Can you share your screen? Because I feel like people are going to be mad at us.
But they've put up
podcasters can't see.
We've put up 40 points in 2 weeks. They've put up 130.
Yeah.
I don't know. It's just
29.
They're moving the ball around, you know?
Yeah.
14 points and 7. It's like they're not even giving up in the fourth quarter.
But are we just going to buy high on Texas Tech and they play Oregon State and then they all of a sudden?
But like I think that's I don't know. What's the spread on the Oregon?
I think it's at 23.5.
Oh, that's a lot.
A lot of points. Let's take it.
Oregon State's 0-2.
Yeah.
That's a game to mark. I think Texas Tech is going to be one of those teams.
That's a quad box game.
Yeah. Iowa State, they looked like an Iowa State team, like the Matt Campbell team that's going to roll through their conference, maybe lose a game or two, get in the playoffs, and just get waxed.
Yeah, it could be a big letdown spot after you go to Dublin, you come home, you play a tough Iowa game. This might be one of those that's a 3-point game, and you're like, how the fuck is Arkansas State doing this? Why the hell did
they scored 55 against South Dakota though?
Yeah, but they lost in a grudge match against Kansas State.
They won.
No, they won. They're 3-0.
Won. Yeah,
but they scored 55. Mike,
why?
I know. I'm just saying
a lot of points.
I think if they should have beat Kansas State team by more.
They only allowed the points. 7.
Why the fuck are they playing at Arkansas State? That's insane. That's insane.
At the time of this, Arkansas State was cruising. The
spread's only 20.5, which is crazy.
All right, we take Arkansas State there every day. When it's 50-3, you're like, yeah, fuck. The tuxedos seem kind of fucked up now.
Does UTEP still have that maniac coach? Not maniac, like that. Don't they have a good coach?
Dude, you're asking.
41.5 is crazy. All right, go down.
South Florida.
Yes. South Florida against Miami is going to be a great game. Miami minus 17.5.
Yeah, there's the same. They put the same line on it they did with Florida. Zero respect.
I can see this being
also
a fucking blowout.
Miami's better.
This is a tumble for South Florida because I am not a believer.
It's either
you either believe in South Florida and you're hammering plus 17.5, or you're not a believer and you think Miami's going to roll them.
God,
I think Miami's going to roll them.
I kind of do too. I'm in the same boat. So especially, South Florida.
Can they sustain this?
Won a big game, let down spot.
Like, they have some guys on their team. They're just like, dog, my knees hurt. Like, I feel like South Florida.
Or like, I'm in the transfer portal, buddy.
Yeah. It's like, hey, my stock's up. I'm out.
Yeah.
I don't know.
Honestly, I would not feel comfortable. That's a game I would rather not a first drive. I've gotten bit by believing in the first drive hype a couple times with the in-game betting. Let it play out for a little bit. And either UNC. I texted the group chat. I was like, I was all in on South Florida. Michael made me worry a little bit because he's like, I watched the game. Boise's the worst team.
They are the worst.
And so you kind of got in my head a little bit. And so
Maybe
we
Florida
picked
sucks.
South Florida, blah, 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 it goes through. And I'm watching the game, and it was just the first drive just looked so easy for Florida. And I was like, guys, I was wrong about South Florida. I don't think they can stop Wagway in Florida. And I couldn't have been more wrong. I got by the first scripted drive. It got me again.
Yeah.
So don't do that in this game. Let it play out for a quarter. And it's either going to be in the end of the first quarter, it's going to be like 17-0 Miami, and you're like, yeah, no, we knew it, or it's just going to be a dogfight the whole game.
Could be. So go back, Grant. Who? Go back. Who?
Here.
Yeah.
You said go back after I was already back.
Relax. Go to Ohio State schedule. So they started with Texas, then they had Grambling, then they had Ohio.
Ohio's this week.
Right. Then so they have Ohio, they had Grambling, then they have Washington, then they have Minnesota, Illinois, Wisconsin. Dude, they play La Tech every week.
That's the most favorable schedule on the planet.
They play La Tech every week.
I would fucking hibernate until the playoffs if this was our schedule.
Like Penn State, we get hyped. Sweet.
But the game doesn't fucking matter.
Yeah,
the game doesn't matter.
And it's in the middle of the season where it's like not going to affect you.
Purdue, UCLA, Rutgers, and then young old Bryce Underwood. Dude, they're going to walk in number one.
Dude, they could literally lose Penn State and Michigan and they'd be in the playoffs.
They're not going to play anybody.
Is that am I wrong?
Yeah.
No, they're walking in.
10-2 Ohio State. You lose to Penn State. Tough game against Penn State.
If they go 10-2 with the schedule, that's insane.
And they're still in.
Yeah. They're going to the worst
They're going to go play at Tennessee.
Yeah, it's crazy. All right. So we don't get to really see them do much.
No.
Yet again, they played Texas hard. It was great, but like, can they do it again? Is it going to be like LSU where they beat Clemson? And then imagine if we just had fucking La Tech for the next 5 weeks. Western Michigan at Illinois, who cares? Arkansas, Ole Miss. I'm interested. This is a quad box game.
Yeah, give me Arkansas.
What do we have? Minus
6.5.
6.5.
That line is
that's fishy.
That line is begging America to take Ole Miss at home.
Yeah, you would think there'd be way more, huh?
You scored a lot of points.
Even if it was 8.5, you wouldn't blink.
56-14 against Arkansas State. They haven't played anybody.
I haven't played anybody. I have no clue if Arkansas is good or not. I don't know that Ole Miss is that good.
I don't know if Ole Miss is good.
Like Kentucky's kind of sucks.
Yeah,
and that was a dogfight. Shout out Lane for giving a heads up to the bettors out there.
Wow, wait, Arkansas plays Notre Dame. I keep forgetting that. That's kind of crazy.
At least they're not playing Sage Ryan every down. They're smart enough not to do that.
Oh, they're playing them some.
Mm-hmm.
Arkansas gets to play Notre Dame at home.
15 looks good. What's his name again? The DN that left us.
What in the world?
The
DN.
No, we got to get this.
At Arkansas?
No, Ole Miss transfer defensive end. 15.
Which number? He wore Womack or
Deshaun Womack.
Deshaun
he wore 19 different numbers last year.
Yeah, he's number 15 for Ole Miss. He's had a couple sacks. Looks fine. Okay, go back to the schedule.
I'm just gonna blindly take Arkansas here. That line is as fishy of a fucking line as you can have.
Are we marking these down yet? Have you started tracking any of those?
No, because we didn't go. I didn't have that game.
Let's keep running through.
We were just kind of.
Because
we're only an hour in. I feel like we've covered a ton of shit.
So no, this is a very concise, good pod. A&M at Notre Dame. I love Notre Dame here.
I do too.
I think
is it wild that Notre Dame had a bye last week?
It is wild.
Like they're 1-0 or 0-1.
I didn't realize that.
Can't go 0-2.
Oh well, then it's over. They're beating the hell out of A&M.
Go to Notre Dame's schedule.
They play Arkansas.
Miami, that's who they lost to. That's right. Miami, they have A&M, Purdue, sucks. Arkansas,
Boise,
whatever. Boise's awful. North Carolina State sucks. USC is decent. I did watch some of their highlights. They don't look bad. But yeah, then they don't play anybody else. So
they waltz in.
So yeah, A&M really needs to figure it out if we don't want Notre Dame in the playoffs. But I would love to meet them. Actually, no, not after last week. I don't want to play that. I like Notre Dame here. I don't think A&M is that team. I think if the roles were reversed and it was at Kyle Field at night, I would take A&M. I think back home after a loss, They have a rebound game. They had a bye week. They're going to beat the shit out of A&M.
I think this helps us though if A&M wins. Like I think
for sure
this is a game that
I would
actually
love for
helps.
A&M to win.
Yeah,
I don't think they have a shot.
Yeah, I guess we'll
All
see.
right, let's get out. Let's go back to the main schedule. Vandy at South Carolina is certainly a game to pay attention to.
5.5.
South Carolina 5.5. Oh man, Diego, I hate you.
But I just don't think South Carolina is very good.
Mm-mm.
What does that say? It starts at 8:45, 6:45. Okay,
6.
I was like, damn,
they're not very good, but like
this is a big thing. This guy.
Like, are we really going to judge them off of beating Vanderbilt? Like, that's where we've gotten.
Yeah, I don't.
All because they beat a shitty Bama team.
I think they had 3 non-offensive touchdowns against South Carolina State.
Well, what? Yeah, they had a bunch of those. The thing is, Vandy's winning game, like beating Virginia Tech, is a game that they typically wanted to win.
Yeah, Virginia Tech sucks.
Vandy, we were used to 2-2.
Every game that I watch, including ours, people are talking about these stud Virginia Tech transfer DBs. It's like, who's left at Virginia Tech?
What I'm saying is
like a Seinfeld joke. Who's left at Virginia Tech?
Vandy is like the new Kentucky, where they can be 7-5,
and it
doesn't matter because 7 of those wins had to come against one of 2 of those came against somebody. It shouldn't have.
I just think
Diego got a little fat in the offseason.
Good
in the head.
Good.
All right.
I don't know. I'm
great
sure,
slate. Great slate.
I'm sure LSU is overrated. I just feel like South Carolina is just. I don't know. They're probably going to come in and bully us.
Buy in, dude.
They've got a they got a stretch left. They've got a stretch of a schedule here. Good God.
Good for them.
You want to pick some games?
Let's actually pick them.
Clemson and Georgia Tech. That's what you have.
The line I have here is Clemson -3.5.
I feel like everyone's going to be on Georgia Tech, so I'll take Clemson.
I want Clemson.
I like Clemson.
Damn. I thought I was going to be the outlier here.
I think that coach is he's going to get them right.
Georgia. I think, Brett, you already took Tennessee.
Yeah, give me Tennessee.
You already did it.
I fucking hate it.
I like it.
Any
but
totals?
I'm going Georgia.
Any totals here?
Can't pick totals.
Miami. Oh, 18.5. Hold on.
I think the line's 17.5.
Well,
so
it's come down to 17. This was as of this morning when I put this together.
And the over is 56.5. So
would it make a difference for me to change this in the official book?
I mean,
that makes no difference to me, 17 or 18.
Let's go with what it actually is right now, then, just so that there's no.
Wait, but is Clemson moved? No, I'm just kidding.
This is bigger.
I'm gonna go Miami.
I'm just gonna choose Love. Give me South Florida.
Choose Love, dude.
Choose Love.
Tennessee and South Florida, dude. Big upset week.
I'm gonna wait. I didn't pick this one yet.
You're really going out there, huh?
I'm gonna go Miami.
Are we picking spreads here for this next one? Because LSU wins the game, but I think
spreads.
Spread. You can take Florida.
I think Florida plus 8.5.
I'll take LSU to win by 10.
I'm going LSU.
Even though I said earlier I thought.
Well, I couldn't have the same.
17.
Mike and I were the same. Someone needed to be different.
Yep.
A&M at Notre Dame.
Notre Dame.
And then I'll take Vanderbilt.
Which kind of tells me, damn, this kind of makes me want to take.
I agree. I think you should. I hate all of my picks.
I'll go with A&M.
I might just bet the exact opposite on Saturday.
What'd y'all want on this?
I'll take Vandy.
Vandy.
Oh, wow. Okay, I'm going South Carolina. After y'all just shit on Diego.
That's Mike, not me.
I just think
all right.
I don't know.
Our picks.
I'm not sold on Sellers yet. I don't know if beating Vanderbilt will...
I know we forgot to do it on the pod, but what were we last week?
We were all 5 and 8.
We were all
5.
The overall, there were 8 picks last week.
So 5 and 3.
Yeah, 5 and 3 out of 8. Yeah, that's what I meant. Yeah, we were all 5 and 3. The week before, first week, Mike 2 and 4, 3 and 3, 3 and 3. So Mike's down 1 game.
8-5. Let's go.
Yeah, I stand on my convictions.
It's a good start.
I mean, that's being 1 game out of it in week 3 of all
You're
the money
fucked.
we put up for
Listen,
this.
Ryder Cup.
I want us as a studio to pick these games correctly.
We should be. Shouldn't we just be betting all of our own picks? Like actually, like as we sit in here.
I only like to pick like 2 games.
If you think I'm going to remember on Saturday morning when
you're talking about like
FanDuel,
I'm talking about no. I'm just saying like in general. No, I don't. I'm just saying in general.
I
as
wish
we
I
sit
did.
here, just amongst us, has nothing to do with the podcast. Just amongst us, we pick what we're saying we're picking.
I wish I would do that
in a bet.
Is this a Dave versus Big Cat on Advisors thing where he's like, Big Cat says, I don't remember what the fuck I'd say on Wednesday?
The flipping.
No, I agree. I'm not going to remember until I look at my ticket and be like, oh shit, I need to be pulling for
No,
this
I don't want to
team.
bet him right now. Absolutely not.
It would be so much fun.
No, I like to wake up on Saturday.
We would have all been winners on Saturday.
What if news breaks and the lines move? Like, that has nothing to do with my
Okay, let me change
Tuesday.
this. Let me change this. We actually, maybe not now. We do put them in before
you can give me your
Saturday.
money. I mean, like, I don't want to waste my money.
No, we put it in on Saturday morning.
Yeah, you
or whenever you feel the line's right.
Remind us who we picked.
We have to do these. Okay.
What?
We did these.
We just picked.
I know what we did. I'm saying, like,
you're saying do we need to bet?
I have to bet all these
Do you
games.
have $60?
Like,
what's your favorite bet?
My favorite bet.
Or we do something like that where it's like this one's the one we're actually putting in.
A 3-game parlay of everyone's
like last week would have been Illinois. I think we had all agreed that Illinois was the
$1,000 parlay every week on our 3 best bets.
I can't pick my favorite bet because that would have me rooting for Florida while we're playing LSU, because I think Florida is going to be a close game. So aside from that, I would probably say, Vanderbilt or Clemson.
I think Georgia's mine.
I'm not comfortable there. I'm not comfortable with Miami.
I'm not comfortable with any of these games. If we were actually doing a best bet parlay, I feel like I would be scrolling FanDuel trying to find something. I think Arkansas against Ole Miss might be my favorite line.
Yeah, I was going to say there might be some other games there's certainly other games on there that we didn't get to pick that would be my best bet.
Yeah, we're live, Mr. G. Wake up.
Who farted? Someone put in the comments they farted. What is that second to last comment?
Yeah, the LSU monster farted.
Oh, okay. Welcome to this program.
Thank God someone farted.
I'm
trying to bust this one out.
I don't know. Did we miss anything? Anything else?
I have an interesting story.
Okay.
Yeah. Oh yeah. Story time.
Dude, so a couple weeks ago, maybe 3 weeks ago, I was heading to our camp in Grand Isle, which, by the way, has turned into a fucking shit show.
Oh, no. I thought you were going to say like paradise.
No, Grand Isle is where you take the trashiest monster truck looking side-by-sides and just get annihilated and drive up and down the beach 5 wide, like a flying V. You can't walk kids, dogs. You can't play ball on the beach anymore, or you'll get smacked and run over. It's very discouraging. I went for I walked the entire island, and on my way back, this fat couple and like fat women couple on a side-by-side were just literally idling, going 5 miles an hour in the surf, just dangling their toes as I'm trying to walk, dude. Like, enforce the rules. Anyway, so we're on our way.
Enforce the rules.
We're on our way to the beach, whatever. I leave my house. We forget towels. And we just redid the camp because Ida destroyed it. We rebuilt it. We don't have a plethora of laundry yet, right? So it's like
It's not fully stocked.
No, it's the first time we're really starting to get back into it. We need to bring our own shit. And I don't think we've built like the laundry room yet.
We don't have
a washer and dryer.
Yeah,
that's what it is. It's a camp. It's nothing fancy.
Nothing fancy.
So I needed to bring my own towels. So I come back and I'm coming down this street. As I come down this street, it's I'm at a stop sign. There's a car.
Did you remember the towels?
Yeah, no, it was certainly a heated conversation. And
I thought you were fucking in charge of the towel.
I let this first car that was coming to my left. I was trying to take a left, but to my left, the car was coming towards us. but there was also a car parked in the other lane.
Mm-hmm.
So I couldn't just go around that car.
Yes.
I had to wave them through. I wave her through. As I wave her through, I go to take my left. Out of nowhere, coming from my right, this guy runs the stop sign in my neighborhood, rolls through the stop sign, slams on his brakes. I slam on my brakes. I look at him and I'm like, you know what? No, you go. I backed up, stopped it. Like he had enough to go through. I was like, no, you go. Go.
You're in such a hurry.
Yeah, get out of here. So he stops in front of my car, looks at me, throws his hands up, and he goes, bro, relax. Relax. Like I'm a psychopath. So he pulls out and I follow his ass. I tail his ass out of the neighborhood. He leaves the neighborhood. I give him a glare. I come back home. I remember a hunter green Honda Pilot.
Oh,
find him. I find him. Okay. And I
put shit in his sandals.
No, I didn't put shit in his sandals. I just recognized the vehicle. I go into Fresh Market over the weekend. I walk in and there's this group of children right beyond the sliding doors, and they're just like cutting up right in front of the aisles. And the father looks at them and he's like, relax. And I just like jaw dropped. I was like, I didn't hear it, but that's the same like tendency that he had. I stop and I'm like, I got to watch these people walk to their car.
And then they got in the
green Honda Pilot. It was the guy. It was the same guy. How crazy is that?
That's nuts. Relax.
Relax.
So everyone relax.
And Mike was on me that week after the initial interaction happened. He's like, do you know where this green Honda Pilot is? Do you know which house? He's like, and then like 2 days, and then like 2 days later, he's like, I think I found him. He lives 5 doors.
No. We're not gonna. Okay. I didn't get that crazy.
You said you found it. You might have found.
I may have found him, but that's not. I'm not following him.
Seeking him out.
No.
He happened to live in the neighborhood.
Yeah, we've got his identity. We know everything about him.
So we knocked on his door.
Yeah. I love it.
And he said, relax.
I was at the traffic stop or the traffic circle a couple days ago, and cars are flowing. I can't go. This lady behind me just starts hammering her horn, and she's like throwing her hands up. And I'm like, what is your deal? There's no chance I could go. I drive the traffic circle every fucking day. I know how it works. So I finally like get my opportunity. I go, and she just fucking storms to take a right.
Through the traffic circle.
Almost gets T-boned by the car coming in.
Just to prove a point.
So funny. It's like, God, if the karma gods could have like looked down. Because it was just like, I don't know what she thought. Like, even if I was turning right, like I would not have been able to go. There was like, it was just really
I'm petty as shit, dude. That's when I just lean into that, and I'll just put it in park.
Yeah, I wanted to like look out and be like, do you know how this works? But I was like, my son's in the car.
Oh, no. That's different. That's absolutely different. But solo driving.
It was just like,
I'll follow you out of the neighborhood.
I just watched in the rear slam on its brakes because this woman fucking whipped into the circle, and I was like, oh my God, she's probably going home being like, some asshole almost got me hit.
I go to drop my kid off at daycare the other day, and one of the administrators was like, old. She goes, you just slow down. I was like, I pull it. She's like, no, not here. I think I saw you on some exit. Your truck was about to flip over.
You know, I was like F-150s.
And then I was like, where? What? Like when? She's like, I don't know, one day last week. And I was like, exactly where are you talking about?
Exactly.
And she gave me the GPS.
And she like named the place. I was like, oh yeah, that was me.
What?
To be fair, I was ran over a guy on a bike like a couple months ago.
I was late for an appointment.
Do you remember when that dude just went into the handlebars?
No, wait.
Oh, yeah. Where was that?
Yeah.
Right here?
We were going to the Mexican place after we played golf.
Oh, in Old Mandeville.
Yeah, and the dude. I can picture that guy like it was yesterday.
We were going down Lafayette.
He was like stuck. He stopped like in the middle of the road, and I was like,
his legs flailed out beyond the handlebars.
Well, it was our fault. He didn't have brakes on his bike.
I don't think you saw it until after.
No, I saw him, and I think I was like, just go, and he didn't go, so I went, and then he didn't.
I almost pissed my pants. It was so funny.
That was good.
Oh, good times. Well, pot of gold, guys.
Where we talk about traffic.
Yeah.
Fun week of college football. We're in the thick of it. Enjoy it. Week 2, like we're now into where conference play is starting to heat up more and everything. We're
gonna
those
figure
first
some
2
people
We're
weeks
already a
out.
sixth of the way of the regular season.
It's already slipping away from us.
We'll know who we are.
I agree.
If we win 16-13, will we still know who we are?
Yeah.
No, yeah, we probably will, for better or for worse.
We'll know who
Right.
we are.
We're less miles.
I got to figure out my TV viewing situation. I'm going to be on the beach with 14 people
At night?
In a home. A night?
At night? The game's at night.
Yeah, games at night. I think there's a TV.
I thought you were saying you'll be at the beach during the game.
No, I'm just like, obviously I'd go inside.
You need to go find a place. Do any of these people watch any of your
These people
the people that you're going to be with?
These people absolutely do watch
Put
ball.
the Notre Dame A&M game on.
That is going to be what.
Oh yeah, he's going to be there.
A&M fans will be there. Kyle's not going to be there.
Do you need to like bring this TV and bring like 2 Fire Sticks or Apple TV type things and quad box one and LSU game the other?
I was in a group message planning for this.
Oh, the games are at the same
6
time.
months ago. And I looked up the schedule and I was like, hey guys, just as a courtesy, I will be bringing my own television for the Florida game. And they're like, what? No one gives a shit. Like, it was just the most like, no one else is going to be watching football. Like,
we'll bring ice. Like, what?
Yeah, like you're fine. Like, you can watch the TV. I'm just like, no, I'm just saying
They're
like,
going to be on at the same time.
I will. As
you rolling in there with your 65-inch, like, dude, is there a mount anywhere?
Just
or
bring one of these
there's going to
monitors
be a
and plug
television in the room that I'm in. I'll be
plug
fine.
a Fire Stick into one of these.
If not, I'll have my laptop. We'll be good.
Yeah, no, that's what
MacBook's
I'm
a
saying.
good viewing experience.
You bring one TV, you can silo yourself in a room and quad box, and
watching on a
you're
laptop in those environments is not that.
You're
bad.
just praying for internet.
That's true. That's true. But
they'll have TV.
FirstNet. You don't know about FirstNet.
I didn't know about it.
So AT&T has like this extra network for first responders. I got it. I was at the Oasis concert. People were trying to connect to the Wi-Fi. I was zipping.
If Mike went to an LSU game, he would have complete service.
So, and I have a hotspot and everything. So, like, I'll be good if the Wi-Fi is down. It's solid.
All right.
But I think they're gonna they want to go out to eat, like they're doing all that stuff. I'm gonna be like, hey, I'm cooking. You got anybody can stay to
gotta
eat?
have the shits that day, Mikey.
Yeah, I'm just watching the game. I will have company watching A&M and Notre Dame. So like, it's college football will be on.
Yeah, it's gonna be.
The games are on at the same time. That's the biggest.
That's fine.
Why is Mike not out here watching with the game with us?
Or I'll just bring this TV.
You motherfuckers!
If they have a big enough TV, you should just double screen.
I'll just be like, hey, let's quad box.
Yeah.
But sound?
I don't like the dual box selection.
No, because you're losing so much.
It's so
TV
small.
estate.
Yeah, you're right.
Even with a fucking 75
would
inch,
you
just like,
if they said this, we'll quad box it, but we're doing Notre Dame audio, would you be okay? Would you put Chris Blair in your ears?
I'd have my laptop in front of me.
Yeah.
What if one's ahead of the other?
I have multiple options.
AirPod Pros, noise canceling.
I can watch a replay every down.
I don't know.
I think that's it.
Yeah, I do too. Fun times.
Good times, guys.
Thanks for hanging out.
We'll be back next week to see who we are.
Who are we? We are who we thought we were.
Who are we, though? Who do we think we are?
I hope we're the same team as last year with a better defense.
I think we are. I think we got too cute against Tech. We need to show up, though. Nuss needs to wake up. And if Nuss wakes up, we're good.
Yeah. I want to see the guy that I can champion to be the Heisman this year.
It's the only ticket I have left. I cashed out Arch. Over and out.